Hello? Do you want to learn English with real stories? And do you like strange things from history? Then welcome. This is the Strange History series. In this series, we learn about true stories from the past. Some stories are funny, some are weird, and some are just crazy. And don't worry, we use simple English. So you can learn English while listening. You can also learn new words and practice your listening skills. Today's story is about a fruit, a small fruit, a red fruit. It looks nice. It is sweet, and we eat it all the time. But people in Europe were afraid of it. They thought it was poison. They thought it could kill you. Sounds crazy? Well, let's find out the story of the scary red fruit, tomato. Are you ready? Let's begin. This story is real. It happened a long time ago. We are going back to the 1500s. In that time, people in Europe saw a new fruit. It was small, red, and beautiful. Do you know what it was? Yes, it was a tomato. Today we eat tomatoes all the time, in salad, pasta, and pizza. But in the past, people were afraid of this fruit. Very afraid. Tomatoes came from South America. Spanish explorers brought them to Europe. But in Europe, many people said, "This fruit is dangerous. Don't eat it. It will make you sick." Some rich people had tomato plants in their gardens, but they didn't eat the fruit. They only looked at the plants, like flowers. Can you believe that? People thought a tomato was only for decoration, like a rose. But why did they think that? Why were they so afraid? We will find out in the next part. In the 1500s, people in Europe saw a new fruit. It was red. It was round. It looked nice. But they didn't eat it. Why? Let's look at the reason. Now listen carefully. This part is important. Rich people in Europe used metal plates. These plates were not safe. They had lead in them. Lead is a kind of metal. Lead is very dangerous. It can make people very sick. Tomatoes have something inside. It is called acid. Acid is not bad. It is in many fruits. But acid and lead together are a big problem. When people put tomatoes on the metal plate, the acid touched the lead. Then the lead mixed with the food. People ate the food. But they also ate the poison. After that, they felt bad. Some people became very sick. Some people even died. But people didn't know about the plates. They didn't know about science. They didn't know about lead. So they looked at the tomato and said, "This fruit is bad. This fruit is dangerous. This fruit made us sick." But the tomato was not bad. The tomato was not the problem. The plate was the problem. People did not understand this. Strange, right? People were afraid of a tomato because of a plate. In the next part, we will see something new. Who ate the first tomato? How did people start to like it? Let's find out. In part 3, people were afraid of the tomato. They looked at it, but they did not eat it. For many years, nobody tried it. The tomato was only a decoration. But here's something interesting. Poor people sometimes ate tomatoes, but nothing happened to them. Why? Because poor people used wooden plates. Wooden plates were safe. They did not have lead. So poor people ate tomatoes, and they were fine. Now, let's go to the year 1820. A man stood in front of a big crowd. His name was Colonel Robert Gibbon Johnson. He lived in the United States. He liked tomatoes. He wanted people to stop being afraid. Many people came to watch him. They wanted to see what he would do. He held a tomato in his hand. It was red and round. It looked soft and fresh. People in the crowd were scared. They shouted, "No, don't eat it. It is poison. You will die." But Mr. Johnson smiled. He was not afraid. Slowly, he took a bite. Everyone was silent. They watched him. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. Nothing happened. Mr. Johnson was fine. He didn't fall down. He didn't get sick. He didn't die. He took another bite. Then he ate the whole tomato. People were shocked. They looked at each other. They said, "He is okay. He didn't die." Maybe. The tomato's not poison. That day, something new began. People saw the truth with their own eyes. The tomato was not poison. It was safe. Mr. Johnson was the first man to eat a tomato in public. He was brave. He changed the tomato's story. Slowly, people started to trust the tomato. First in the United States, later in Europe too. In the next part, we will see how the tomato became famous. How did it come to our kitchens? How did it become pizza, pasta, and ketchup? After Mr. Johnson ate the tomato, people were surprised. They saw it with their own eyes. The tomato did not kill him. It did not make him sick. Some people still said, "No, thank you." But other people became curious. They wanted to try it too. Slowly, tomatoes came into more homes. People started to cook them. They put tomatoes in soups. They made sauces. They said, "Hey, this tastes good." In Italy, people used tomatoes with bread and cheese. Later, they made pizza. In other places, people made pasta with tomato sauce. In the United States, people made ketchup. They ate it with fries and burgers. Children loved it. The tomato was not scary anymore. It was now a star in the kitchen. Today, we eat tomatoes every day. In salads, in sandwiches, in pasta and pizza. We grow them in gardens. We buy them in markets. It is hard to believe this fruit was once feared. But yes, people really thought it was poison. Now we know the truth. The tomato is not scary. The tomato is delicious.